I'm sitting here in the park, minding my own business, and look at the elk behind me. And there's a huge one with antlers right there. Oh my god.
Hi everyone, if you're new here, I'm Rachel and I'm an Australian video editor and photographer living in the USA. About a year ago, I decided to start solo traveling around the country, and it was the best decision. I've explored the beaches of California, rode ferry boats in Seattle, hiked in the snow in the deserts of Utah, and over the next few days, I'm going to be exploring Colorado.
So I'm here on a short 3-day trip. I hope you enjoy coming along with me. So today I'll be heading to Rocky Mountain National Park. I'm going to the Bear Lake Corridor, which is the most popular part. So popular that you have to reserve a spot between 5 a.m. and I think 3 p.m. So it goes to multiple lakes, including like Bear Lake, Nymph Lake, Dream Lake, and Emerald Lake.
Because I didn't have a car, I took the hiker shuttle from Estes Park Visitor Center to get into the national park. You book it at 5 p.m. the day before, and it costs $2 plus $15 for the park entry fee. Once you're in the park with the hiker shuttle, you're in, and there's no more bookings required.
Hello, so I've made it to my first lake on the trail. I'm in Nymph Lake, which is infamous for its lily pads, which are super cool. It took about 45 minutes to get here from the time I boarded the 9 a.m. hiker shuttle to the time I switched shuttles to then get to the Bear Lake corridor. So something to keep in mind.
This trail is 3.6 miles return, but it's up high in elevation, so that slows you down. And for me, the scenery was so beautiful that I had to keep stopping for photos and videos.
So I've made it to Dream Lake, and look at this water. It's so clear, really beautiful and stunning. I understand why they call it Dream Lake. It's pretty popular. There's a lot of people behind. I've kind of moved out to away on the side, so I'm a little bit away from them. But I'm going to stop here and have some lunch. I am at Emerald Lake, which is the last lake of the stop, and it's super pretty. Water is kind of like an emeraldy color, so I get how it got its name. I think I still like Dream Lake better, but it's still really beautiful, and you can see like a little waterfall in the background as well. One thing I am noticing about this spot is that it's got a lot more chipmunks everywhere, and they will literally go on top of you to try and get food. It's really funny. I saw when I was up at Emerald Lake, the darker clouds started coming in, so I thought best to head back. It's known to rain and maybe even thunderstorm in the afternoon here. Look at that. It's already raining. You can see it on the lake. It's very light though, so I'm not too concerned at the moment. Hopefully I can get back in time.
Yeah, I didn't make it back in time. I ended up waiting for the rain and hail to calm down before heading back down the trail. It's actually quite dangerous to hike when it's thunderstorming like that, so make sure you find cover and just wait it out.
And I stuck around a little bit longer to stroll around Bear Lake, which is a super easy 0.8 kilometer trail.
So today on the schedule, I'm going on not one, but 2 Rocky Mountain National Park Jeep tours. Because I'm here without a car, there's a lot of the park that I can't access. The whole bottom section, there's shuttles to get you around. But if you want to go up the top, above the mountains, on the mountain, you need to be able to drive.
Old Fall River Road is a narrow dirt road in Rocky Mountain National Park. It was opened in 1920 and was the first road built to the top of the Continental Divide. It has plenty of stop-offs along the way, and we ended up checking out a beautiful waterfall called Chasm Falls.
So I'm up the top at the Alpine Visitor Center. This is about 12,000 feet, and as you can see, there are like no trees growing because it's too high for the trees to survive. There's not enough oxygen for them. So it's interesting. It's definitely a chill in the air, but the sun's so hot that it kind of cancels that out. Completely different views from the bottom part of the park.
After taking in the views, we went back down the mountains via Trail Ridge Road, which is the highest continuously paved road in the US, reaching at its point about 12,500 feet in elevation.
Later this afternoon, going on another tour. It's a sunset and like elk watching tour. The last shuttle to get you out of the national park leaves at 5:15, which means you can't stay for sunset. And as a photographer, sunset and that golden hour lighting is the best time to shoot.
But as it turns out, the wildlife decided to come to me while I was waiting for my second tour to start.
I'm literally in a park right in the middle of town and waiting for my elk watching tour to start. And look at the elk behind me. And there's a huge one with antlers right there. Oh my God.
I'm actually so glad I booked that second tour, even though I already saw the elk earlier that day. I got to be in the park around sunset, and the lighting was just magical as it sat behind the mountains and created a beautiful glow.
We also learned a lot of fun facts about the area and the elk.
They're very good swimmers, and they actually have a special valve in their nose and their nostrils that allows them to dive up to 25 feet.
I also got to visit another stunning lake, Frog Lake, and it was so peaceful and tranquil.
So it's about 6:30 a.m. I'm heading out for sunrise to take some photos, and behind me, right across the road, there's an elk, and there's another one. You just can't see it from this angle. But yeah, they just everywhere in this town. It's crazy. I better hurry so I can get some good shots.
We try to find our ways in life to give our hearts and soul a peace of mind. But you just wanna drink your wine and grab the glass and let it go down. But I can hold.
One of the last stops of the day included a lovely ride on a tiny aerial tramway, which opened in 1955. It's a family-run business and takes you up to the top of Prospect Mountain with amazing views of Estes Park and really cute chipmunks.
Was it all in my
And of course, a visit to Estes Park isn't complete without checking out the famous Stanley Hotel. It opened in 1909, and it's a haunted hotel that was the birthplace of Stephen King's novel, The Shining. In 1974, he stayed the night in room 217 with his wife, where weird things happened, which gave him the idea for the novel and the movie of the same name. The movie wasn't actually filmed here, but Stephen King did come back and film a mini-series at the Stanley, as he didn't like how the movie turned out.
away from me? I held your hand when time was rough. I tried to keep you feet.
Just leaving the Stanley Hotel, my last activity for this trip. I went on an hour tour. Lots of fun, interesting facts. They spoke about the Stanley family as well as Stephen King and how the hotel was an inspiration for his novel, a little ghost story. Definitely worth checking out. I'm on the balcony of my apartment about to check out. I mean, look at this view. I'm gonna miss this view. So it's the end of my trip. I'm just waiting for my shuttle bus to come now.
Overall, this was such a fantastic trip. I highly recommend coming to Estes Park and Rocky Mountain National Park. Bear Lake Corridor is a must. That was probably one of my favorite things, and all those lakes were just so beautiful. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, leave a comment below. Let me know what your favorite part was. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel content. See ya! Hey, I hope you enjoyed this vlog of my trip to Rocky Mountain and Estes Park in Colorado. If you want to know more about how to plan a trip to this location, check out my travel guide. I've started doing travel guides now. I go over how to get there, where to stay, what to do, how to get around, just everything that you need to know. Check it out here. Make sure you click it right here. Click it. I'll see you over there. Bye.